Okay, let's continue for the part 2 for Django. And now after uh, part 1, so we are going to create our project here, but you have to know some procedures after installing this one, all the things, and know Django is what is that. So we're going to create our own project. So we have go and go cmd, sorry, I'm just trying to, okay, and here but remember to connect the internet. So I'm trying to connect the internet here. Okay, now it's okay now. So here you can create any project folder, but here I have already create the folder where my project will be stored there. We call the project here. So I'm going to cd project. Okay, so here I'm going to have creating the project here. So I have the commands, so you have to copy also yours. Yeah, install Django, so we have already installed it. Okay, and you have to start the project. This is the command. Okay, you're going to copy, just instead of wasting my time, is this clear here. So I'm going to have that Django dash and admin space start project, then you give the project name. You have to give start test test web. Just we're going to test it if it's working or not, but you can go and give it the name as you want, or can give the name what I'm writing here, but you can give any name here. Okay, then enter. So it's okay now. So you have to cd to that project test web. So going to there. So as you can see here, there is some file manage.py test and some other files there. So to view that files, you have to code all. So you just go and open the Visual Studio. Okay, so here we have our files test web, and here we have some files here in the initialization frame. So we're going to see it here. We have the files, we have importing the OS and the core and the SEG application as well. So all the environment default have been set to up here, and some mods which can be handle the applications. So have settings where all the application or our website will be installed and set up here. As you can see, having the base direct hole, we can go and define here later on. We can go and we can understood have the key, this one key, because I'm going to delete that test, because this one you should not show anyone, because this is a secret key for your application or your website. Okay, so debug is equal to true, but if you deployed to online, you have to convert it into false, not debugging, because here we are going to debug it. Here also having allowed the host, because you are using the local host running it from our computer. So so I'm not going to do anything here, but if you want to deploy it and there and online, then you can set up all the hosts here, so you can go and check it later on. Install applications here, all the default applications were installed. So after creating this, we have to create the application which handle your application here. And the good thing is that you can create so many applications as you can in that Django, okay? And if you come and register here, so in order to define your application, what is and middleware. So for middleware, for helping to define the default application also here, where the REST API for Django can be defined here and can to be okay. Then here we have root configurations automatically, so templates. So we're going to set up here for our template where directory where can be directed our way to define here. So WCG application, setup applications, so many things. You have your database, so usual Django using the SQLite database, so to handle the data. So this is the default database. So if you want to deploy it, you can change it to Postgres or MySQL. Normally using the Postgres because it's very much nice to use that after deploying the application or your website. So here also we have in the authentication validators, so having the validating the name and each and every application for validations. So having the language, you can change it to another language, but so using the English. Okay, you also have the static URL, so fetching the data from the statics, like bootstraps or kind of things for consigns. URLs here also can remove that one, we don't want it. So here we're defining the URL where the data can be fetched there, because URL fetching the data from the view, okay, from the view, and that view for that application and can control all the template and the models. So we're defining from here, okay? That's one. This one also the default things to be set up by the Django. Delete the commands there. Okay, Python manage this one, the managing our applications. So all the tasks is the managing automatically here. So don't do anything here, just changing something here for here and the others, because change just other file don't go on it. Yes, we can work on URLs settings on two and on the other end another application, because in this one it is based in root application or website. Okay, so we're going to create the application which can handle all the application we can be handling on the template and models. Okay, here we don't have models, but in the application having the models you can go and see later on. So after that one I think it's okay now. If you don't understand, then you can comment and tell me where you are not good at. Okay, so after that in the Visual Studio you have to add some add-ons. Okay, so for extension, add-ons for extension, so just come here for the extension and search for Python. Okay, if you search for Python, just install it. I just already installed it for me. Okay, only one, so Python. Okay, don't other things. If you want to, you can install it. Okay, and another important thing is Django. Okay, so have a Django, you have to install Django, this one, and then install it for the template. Also for the template, this one snaps for helping to write the code speed. Okay, also Django's other snaps also, just intents and scope commands and theme. You have to handle the themes. Alright, you say simplifying. If something you forget, then you can come to Django theme and you can see and more works is and defining the view. Okay, snaps also the same as the above there. So that's all about. So that is the important thing to remember. Okay, thank you. Now after this one, just close this, so you don't need it. Sorry. Okay, now so here we're going to have go to terminal, or we can continue with our command prompt, but we don't want now. Okay, now we are going to use our terminal here, so we're going to new terminal. Yeah, here you go. So here you are going to create our application. Okay, so you can have the command here. You have see Django dot, yeah, before you can see if our application is running our Python. Just go write it here. Just I've already making the command in listing because I don't want to type so many times for saving the time, so I don't need to type. Okay, so just int, here you go, blah blah blah. So you're going, so click here or copy the URL, then here you go. Okay, so we are successful to run our Python. If you see this one, then congratulations. Okay, we are together, right? Thank you. So if you are using this page because your debugging is equal to true is setting and you have not configured any loaders, yes, that's true. Okay, so let's go and continue our other things. Okay, so you can open another window here, just split terminal. As you can see here, I have one and another one. Okay, okay, then here, so okay, sorry, so here I'm going to have another command for creating the application. As I say that in the Django, and you can create so many applications as you much you can. Okay, so here I can say test app. Okay, boom. Okay, you see test app, and here we have so many things. You have admin, you have app, you have models, you can have many view. So here we see that all the definitions of Django here. We have the models, we have a view. Okay, we have a template here. The template we can create it manually. Okay, we can go and see it. So here we have admin main defining the path and the libraries. App, you can see the name of the application, and models also you can go and define our models here. At first we don't want to take it seriously, just leave it, then view. So we are going to work on few things here: view, models. Okay, for now. Okay, view, models, and for the other things we can go on later on. So go on the view, we're gonna models. Okay, so as you know that models handle the fields and methods for the database handling. Okay, so here we are going to also see that to create our application. So our application is test app. Okay, so we need to register this test app in the main root of our website or application. Okay, so going to set to register the application. Yeah, this one installed application. So you're going here and test app. Okay, and get it, test, boom. Okay, this one is saving automatically. Okay, so no problem. Okay, after that one you have to go to, then after registering this one, so you're going to have the URL here. Okay, to match up on the main route. Okay, you just copy this one and matching this the things. Okay, so here we can make it home. Okay, and here we don't want to go that way, so you can go and include. Okay, include. Okay, block it, and our application is what? Test app dot urls. Okay, this is our app. Okay, so from here we have this one. We don't need we have to import to here, so include. Okay, here we go. So we need to have a home of this page, so we need to leave it as blank here, because when we run the application we don't want to see direct to run the application like this one. We don't want to see this one. Okay, we want to see our application, so we want to define the application and see how this works, and not this like this one. Okay, so going to remove that one. Here you go. Okay, then we are okay on this route, so we're going back to test app. So, and here we have to go here and create the file called urls.py, because here we don't have a URL. We have to define it manually. Okay, come here and just copy here this and come to here and paste. So we don't want this for admin, because this is not for the admin or for admin root, and this one also we don't want it. So, and this one. Okay, so here we are going to have a home where can fetch the things in the way that in root to catch up the things from the view. For example, have they define the page, define the same thing, home. Okay, for example, home, then we request the URL from the view. Okay, so we request. Okay, then okay, sorry, then here, then we have to render to return the render page. Okay, so we have to return render. Okay, render the what? Render the request. Okay, request. So, and having the request, then after handling the request, so we need to define it in the way that you can catch up the things. Okay, so we have to include. Okay, so here we have to say that that or we can say anything here, okay, or we can say request the page, requesting the page, okay, or requesting anything, okay. In simple way we can also say that request comma and index home dot html, okay. So have render this one. So okay, forget the package, sorry. Okay, now it's okay now. So we're going to define this one on the side in the template way, okay. So we're going to here application, then go to template folder, creating folder called templates, okay. Then go here, then create the file called home.html, okay. So here we're going to say home page, okay. I hope we are together, right? Okay, now on this one URL, this URL is this, no, this for this one, for this one, for this one. Here we are going to have include we call it home dot html, okay. Okay, now here we go, yeah, okay. View this one. Now we are going to define define the setting on our application for template. So the template, so we have to import the operating OS for controlling the applications, okay, for managing the application, okay. So we need to import the template base your directories. So I'm going to copy this base directory here. This is the base directory. This is, I don't want to write it because you have to write because we don't have it. So for me, I just store it. So template directories OS I have already imported here. Path join means base URL and templates, okay. Then we are going to define it in the template also, the directories, define the name, okay. The name is this one, so I'm going to define here, put it here inside, okay. Then here you go, nothing then it's okay. Now if you want to ask you anything, then you can ask me. I can have making something like this one, okay. So let us continue. So after that one, we'll have to migrate our applications, because we're migrating or making the migrations and migrate it, okay. So python manage.py migrate, okay. All home models, okay. Naming now models, okay. I have to check it. That's good, so good. Okay, view, I have to import the view. Yes, the view, I forgot the view. Let me copy this one, okay. I have to copy and to take it to there, okay. just stop the video here and you can copy it. Okay, sorry, go to URLs here, and okay, you have to import the URLs for including and import all the views. Okay, and another things in home means view. We don't have a home here. We have in our template is home, means small home. Oh shit, sorry. Okay, have home. Okay, that's okay now. Okay, sorry for that. So have in our application, you have to define the very clear, because it's very sensitive. Okay, and I will just remind you. Okay, now let's just continue. Migrate. Boom. See, all the migration is already done. So okay, so we can run our application. Python Python manage.py run the server. Okay, boom. Okay, here you go. See, home page. Wow, now we are going to we are successful defining our page. Okay, so after here, then we can continue to develop a good UI, because as you can see here, it's not good at all. Okay, it's not good, but the step where we can manage to reach it. Okay, so thank you. For the next video, we are going to continue for this session. Thank you. Bye bye.